A strange journey in time. Greece, Turkey, Spain and Poland. Here we're ancient Greece, where we hear the strong Greek hero Hercules fighting with monsters, lions and people's enemies in the distance. Although he liked fighting because he wanted to protect people, he got bored and wanted to change his life. He liked going away. Hercules decided to visit an old wise wizard to ask for advice. The wizard lived deep in the dark forest. He told Hercules that the only solution for him was to travel not only to another country, but to the future as well, because there was nowhere in the world peace and quiet at the time. Without anything, Hercules went to his old friend, Jason, and asked if he could lend him his ship, Ergo, for his journey. Ergo was not an ordinary ship. It had a medical touch. Jason accepted with no hesitation. The same day, Hercules offered a sacrifice to Greek gods and left for the unknown. But he carried his lion's skin for protection, his arrows, a cup of golden apples from the Hesperids garden in order to use them. With the blessing of his father Zeus, father of all Greek gods, Hercules sailed with no particular destination. He left the winds to lead him. The ship passed a big gate when suddenly a strong sea current started to push the ship. It started to move without any control and finally fell from a waterfall. Hercules hit his head and lost his senses. When he woke up, he realized that his ship had changed a lot. He couldn't recognize it. The wind moved the ship towards a rough coast. Hercules begged the sea god Poseidon to save him, but with no luck. The ship hit the rocks and it was destroyed. Hercules managed to save himself and came out of water. The area seemed isolated and scary.
He walked for a while, but it was getting dark. Suddenly, he saw the entrance of a big cave. A needle shelter for the night, he thought. He moved on and walked inside. It was dark, although he couldn't see anything. He realized that someone else was there too. He heard a strange sound like snoring. Not far away, he saw a small fire in a corner of the cave. He considered himself very lucky and moved closer to warm himself. Suddenly, he felt a warm breeze on his back. He turned around to see and a terrifying dragon. Luckily for Hercules, it was sleeping and snoring. At first, Hercules couldn't move. He was so scared. He started to go back, but the cave was very dark, so he slipped and fell down, making a big noise. The dragon slowly opened his eyes. It was very angry that someone woke him up. Then it saw Hercules and he got even angrier. "I'm going to eat you," it roared, and the flames came out of its mouth. Hercules knew a trick to trap the dragon. He showed it one of the golden apples he carried with him. The sparkle of the gold captured his eyes and blinded it. Then it tried to eat the apple. It was very hard, but it made the dragon feel full and not hungry anymore. Hercules started to run as quickly as he could. He ran and ran into a big dark forest. At the same time, the dragon decided to go after Hercules. When Hercules finally stopped, he heard a strange voice again. "Oh no, not another dragon," thought Hercules. He looked up from where the noise was coming from, and he saw a huge owl. "I can help you," it it said, but in return you must help my friend. Hercules agreed. He jumped on the owl's back and they flew away. After some time, Hercules saw a very old and high tower. Our journey ends here, said the owl. This is the place where my friend lives, and now you must help her. Who is your friend? Asked Hercules. But the owl didn't answer. It left Hercules at the bottom of the tower and flew away.
When Hercules opened the door, he was surprised to find a beautiful girl in a big, dark and old tower. He asked her, "Who are you, beautiful girl?" She answered him that she was Princess Sally, and her father imprisoned her there because a wizard said to her father she was going to die when she would become 18 years old by a patient snake bite. Hercules gave her the lion-skin hat and told her that it would protect her from the snake bite. Princess Sally kissed him. Hercules fell in love immediately and he was able to feel his heart beating quickly. Suddenly, they heard a big noise. They turned around and they saw the huge dragon throwing fire from its mouth. The dragon destroyed the tower and Hercules decided to protect the Princess Sally. He fought bravely with the dragon for more than 1 hour, and then he remembered his magic arrows. He took one and pointed directly to the dragon's heart. He shot to the dragon, and a big noise emerged from the bottom of its soul. A drop of blood came out from the dragon's wound on the garden's floor. Immediately, they saw a rose bush growing quickly with thousands and thousands of red roses. Hercules picked up a rose from the garden and gave it to the princess. They decided to travel together to try to find a place with peace and no fights. They were very lucky to find each other. They started their trip by walking through valleys, visiting little villages near the sea. They climbed high mountains, but they couldn't find the right place to stay. One day, Hercules remembered what the owl told him. Hercules had already helped the owl's friend, but the owl hasn't helped him yet. So they decided to take a balloon and try to find the owl.
Boom!
Suddenly, Hercules and Princess Sally saw something strange, a terrible spot. They couldn't escape from it. It was so thick that they could not see anything. After some time, the fog has finally disappeared. Hercules and Princess were very surprised with that they saw. Everything seemed different. It was not the same world. Hercules suddenly remembered what the wise wizard said at the beginning of his journey. Travel not only another country, but to the future, as well because there is nowhere peace and quiet in your time. The Hercules wrapped another of his magic golden apples. In no time, the heroes realized that they were transferred to another dimension. They moved in time. They tried to find someone who could help them understand where they were. So they decided to land. Hercules and Princess Sally traveled from village to village, city to city, and talked to people. It seemed that no matter where they went, someone needs help. One day after walking a very long distance, they heard something strange. They followed the noise and noticed pink stripes with the legendary dragon of Crete The king's name, as the letter turned out, was Jordan. Hercules and Salim had already had the name. The king was famous for his good heart and assistance that he offered to people, but now he was the one in trouble. He needed help because the dragon was loose and very strong. Without any hesitation, Hercules took his arrow and helped Jeremy. He tried to defeat the dragon, but when they went closer, they noticed that it was wounded and it looked scared. Sally remembered that in the basket with fruits she took with her, there was queen that could fill kings of woods. She decided to approach the dragon. The dragon felt her good heart and remained calm. After she held it, one day it turned out that the dragon had a good heart, but whenever it tried to help people, they attacked it because it looked so dangerous because of its amorous side. Sam promised the dragon that she and her friends would respect it, that it was different from them, that they would accept it as it was. So the dragon decided to follow the three friends that gave it the chance to change its life. And because it was so hungry, and ate all the fruits from Salim's basket. Salim was so happy that she didn't notice a snake that was hidden inside the basket to run away and disappear among the trees. Hercules realized that he and his friend couldn't escape from their destiny. He always helped people and he always would. This was what he did best and that what made him happy. However, something had also changed. He also realized that he was able to much more if he cooperated with other people. So Hercules, Princess Sally, Georgie and Dragon decided to set off together on another interesting and dangerous journey to help people in need.